Introduce our guest, please.
This is Ronnie Jones. He is the Gaming Control Board Chairman, and gosh, we go long time state trooper, head honcho with state police. Don't tell any of my secrets, Ronnie, okay?
They're safe with me.
Oh, that's too bad, Ronnie. Well, thanks for joining us. So, gaming in the state of Louisiana.
Particularly Shreveport, Bossier.
If you're like the Emperor of Rome, and gaming in Shreveport, Bossier is a gladiator, and you got to give it a thumb up or a thumb down, which way you going?
Can I go sideways?
Tell me about that.
Here's the dilemma. Shreveport and Northwest Louisiana was just the robust market for many years. It was the lion in the cage, and what no one could have predicted was the incredible growth of tribal gaming in Oklahoma. I mean, it's no secret that a lot of the Northwest Louisiana gaming customers came from East Texas, Dallas-Fort Worth area, and with the advent and the explosion of tribal casinos in Oklahoma, a lot of that customer base has eroded. Gaming is down. Riverboat gaming is down in Northwest Louisiana.
How much? How bad?
Revenue for the Shreveport market down about $44 million.
Can you give me that in percentage? I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah. It's a 6% decrease.
Now, in the scheme of things, is that I don't know the business. Is that a huge chunk? Is that
that's a pretty good chunk? Yeah. Statewide, riverboat gaming's down somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe 2%, 3%, and it's down twice as much in the Shreveport Bossier area. Tough place to be in riverboat business right now.
Ronnie, we hear these rumors all the time that one of the local riverboats is doomed. One of them will not succeed. Can you shed any light on that?
I meet with each of those general managers on a regular basis, and they each one have their own challenges. The lowest performing property up there, I know the CEO of the company personally. We visit on a regular basis. They're struggling, but they're not laying anybody off. They don't have a plan to lay anybody off. And let me refresh your memory a little bit. When these licenses are awarded, they set an employment goal, and we track that employment goal. What percentage of Louisiana residents, what percentage are minority, what percentage are women, and we get a quarterly report. And if they don't make their employment number, they have to. They can be brought before the board and explain to us, and they have to come to us to reduce their employment goals. We haven't had an employee reduction in the Shreveport area in going on 6 years now. Boomtown, El Dorado, Diamond Jacks, all in 2011 got some minimal reductions in staffing, and at least as long as I've been on the board, we have never authorized a layoff of personnel.
But we hear from some employees, though, that though there may not be a layoff, that there have been some hours cut, there have been some adjustments of schedules. How involved are you with that, and how much can you tell us about that?
I can't tell you a lot about that because they do have latitude with respect to schedules and hours. And quite frankly, the days of many of these properties operating 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just doesn't make sense sometimes. If you don't have customers there, it doesn't make good business sense to keep a full staff during those hours. So in some cases they can cut hours. In some cases they can cut back on the hours of personnel. 2 years ago, when I came up there the first time to visit, or 3 years ago when I came up to visit the racetrack, I went in there in the middle of the week in the morning, and there seemed to be more employees at the racetrack casino than there were customers. So, as a business person, the people who operate these casinos have to make those very difficult decisions about balancing personnel with customer demand.
There are those in the gaming industry, there are politicians also who will tell you that one of the biggest reasons that the riverboats, the gamble here in Shreveport, Bossier are losing customers to Oklahoma, as you stated, is because of restrictions placed upon them by the state. What do you think about that?
I don't think that's an unfair criticism. The riverboats today are operating under laws that were created nearly a quarter century ago. And in response to that, the Senate, Senator Ronnie Jones, created a riverboat gaming task force, which I happen to be chairman of. And we're in the process now of taking testimony from CEOs of the companies, from stakeholders in the businesses over the next, we should probably wrap up by the end of 2016. And the task force will make recommendations to the legislature to update the laws in Louisiana. We're the last state in the country, for the most part, that actually has river boats. And some are first-generation properties with low ceilings. They're a little bit claustrophobic. And then you have later-generation boats like Margaritaville. If you looked at Margaritaville from a distance, you wouldn't know that's a vessel, but it actually is a vessel. And the law requires that it have an operating paddle wheel. So I don't think that Louisiana has really made the transition that other states have. And the legislature may see fit not to make any changes at all. But I can tell you that the changing dynamics and competition in the gaming market will leave Louisiana behind if there aren't some changes.